going to start by saying I really didn't have a plan going into making my own dog training platform. I just kind of let my ADHD brain take over. I had an image in my head that I wanted to replicate, and I just kind of went with it. The primary thing that you're going to need for this project are PVC pipes and PVC joints. I ended up using the ones that are 2 inches, but if your dog is a little smaller, you can probably get away with a smaller size PVC. The piece of plywood should just be big enough and thick enough to accommodate your dog's size and weight. These little shoulders were probably the second most expensive thing for the project, and they were probably the hardest thing to find. I had to go to a couple of hardware stores to get them, but it wasn't nothing that was impossible, and online they're pretty accessible. The most expensive part of the project was probably the paint. It was also the most time consuming to get all the layers in there, but honestly I just wanted it to look very cool. The piece of plywood that I'm putting on the top is sealed with some waterproofing for wood specifically. I put a couple of coats of that just to make sure that this is something that will last, and having my dogs be my dogs who are very rugged, I just wanted to protect my project to be able to last for a minute. I went to Home Goods where I found this really cool mat that's actually meant for water bowls. So it has this rubbery texture that actually has some really good grip for the dogs. And I just drilled that and put some wood glue to attach it to the piece of plywood. For the measurement of the legs, it's really up to you with how high you wanted it to be. I just ended up using the dimensions from my climb, and that's kind of what I went off of. And so after I put everything together and put the frame in, I just mounted a piece of plywood with some screws on the corner to make it nice and secured. Now, I would suggest get a PVC cutter. It's so much easier than doing this. I ended up using my Dremel, but it was just so much messier. The cool thing about using PVC is that there's already a lot of attachments that you can use. So these little grips that I'm using right here are all for PVC pipes. All you have to make sure is that you're getting them for the right size of PVC that you're getting. And they made for awesome grips for the bottom of the platform. Assembling it was actually really fun, and it didn't really take as long as I did. And I'm pretty happy with how it came out.